So Marchesa, she is my fourth child, and I just noticed that there were some things that were different compared with the other kids. She was just doing things a little slower. So we did some testing for medical diagnoses. She did end up needing glasses. She got some tubes in her ears, but her development still wasn't age appropriate at the time. So we took her to the pediatrician and they referred us to EI. Actually, I didn't really know what to expect. I was a little bit nervous at first, honestly. I just didn't know how it was gonna go, but they came to the house. They evaluated her in her own environment. She just kind of did her thing, and they were there and they asked me questions, asked my husband questions, and just kind of watched her just do what she does on a daily basis. And they just made a plan right there with us. They asked us what we wanted to work on, what deficits they saw, and as a team, we just kind of came up with a plan for her to reach kind of her milestones. So just moving forward, I knew right from then like what the plan was, what to expect, how often they were coming. They just go by her schedule. If she's eating, that's what we're working on. If she's playing, we're playing. It just works, and it was kind of easy. It was an easy transition for me, and it was an easy transition for her. I mean, she just loves it, and it really, I do believe, benefited her greatly. My concern, I guess, was what do we focus on? Like, I didn't know if she would have PT, OT, speech, or kind of like how that would work. I mean, but they kind of did it all. Like, they took her gross motor and they did her speech, and they did everything in one. And even if it wasn't part of her plan, more or less, like, it was stuff we could still work on. So we even did feeding at one point, and so I felt like it was just a broad range of things that we were able to accomplish with her. Sandra's just been wonderful with her. I mean, Marky took right to her. When Sandra met her, she wasn't even crawling yet, and so that was my big concern. I was like, oh gosh, and she's like, don't worry, she'll do it. And I was like, okay. She said even if she walks before she crawls. She was very reassuring to me, because I was like, oh, we have to do things very linear and very, and she said, don't worry, it'll happen when it happens. And even with her language, she said once she starts, it'll just take off. I mean, and so she's been a good support for me, just to kind of trust the process. And I would recommend it 100%. I think I put it off too long because I was so unsure and I didn't understand and I didn't really know what to expect. But I mean, just seeing where she was to where she is today, I mean, it's just night and day, truly. And so I would definitely encourage it for anybody that's kind of on the fence or unsure. I mean, we just love it.